Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because we are going to be playing with the Lisa Eldridge eye palette, and this is in Vega. And yep, I've been using this one. I think it might be my favorite. So we are going to create this eye look today. I also was going to make this a bit chatty, sort of update you on everything that's been going on. I did go get my color analysis done, so I want to share a little bit about that. I also had a fun present just show up from Louis Vuitton, so I thought I would share that present with you as well. But if you are interested in seeing how I created this eye look and sort of just chit-chatting just a bit, then let's go ahead and get started. Oh my goodness, it is a crazy busy time of year, but I have been dying to do a little tutorial using the Lisa Eldridge. This is the Vega eye palette. Clearly, I have been using this already, and it truly might be one of my favorite eye palettes. That's a big statement, I know, but this is just such a beautiful, cool toned palette, and you can create a sort of soft, ethereal eye, or you can totally glam it out. So today we're going to play with this and just sort of do a little chit chat update. So I've already had a root canal this morning, bright and early. The Novocaine has finally worn off a nut. The Novocaine is finally worn off enough that I can film, but if I look a little funny, that is because I've had some dental work already this morning, and my endodontist was so funny. He's like, and you should go ahead and milk this for all it's worth. So I'm gonna milk it just a little bit, but truthfully, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm not completely done. I have to go back. They're gonna have to bleach my tooth and such. But I'm glad that I went ahead and got that done. And what I'm going to do with the eye palette so far, I'm going to start with this really pretty French gray color. And speaking of French gray, I got my colors done. I have a video coming up with my experience, but for all of you who played along with me, I was posting some of my color analysis up on Instagram, and we are trying to guess which season I am, and I am a summer. So that means that I have cool undertones, which we already kind of knew from my foundations, but I had the best experience, and French gray happens to be one of my wow colors. So this is perfect, and I am just waiting for my swatches to show up and we'll have a fun video. But there was several things that I learned. So I'm going to just start by adding this French gray in the crease, and I'm using the Lisa Eldridge number 9 brush, which I really love. And this happens to be like the perfect palette for somebody who has cool undertones. And the fun thing about getting your colors done is that they truly like tint your hair and such. So they're really looking at the undertone of your skin and then finding out what season you are in, and then they go back through and they have your wow colors, or the colors that look best on you. And usually you are attracted to the colors that already look best on you, but I did discover some new colors that I had not explored before. So I'm personally excited to have a little fun adding those colors into my wardrobe. So after I put on the French gray, then I'm going to come into this matte shade over here. This is Turbulence, and this was a velvet shade up here. And I'm coming in with a Sonia G. This is the Crease Pro, but I just want to come in and do a little V, and we'll take a little bit of turbulence up into the crease as well. Then we're going to go into my favorite color ever. This is Moon Swirl. This is one of the metallics. Is that so gorgeous? It's gorgeous. And this is just one of my favorite colors pretty much in any brand of eyeshadows. I just love it. So I'm going to take a little bit of this metallic color and I'm going to place this on my lid. And I just think it creates the prettiest look on the eye. Is that so gorgeous? Okay, this is what I've created so far. And then we're going to come into this gorgeous shade up here. This is called Smoke and Mirrors. And I'm going to use that as a liner. And I'm using my Rephr number 23. Love this brush. And I'm going to go into this beautiful Smoke and Mirrors. And I'm going to come down close to the lash line. And I'm going to run a little bit of that shade close to the lash line. Isn't that pretty? Now I've been just focusing on emphasizing the upper lash line, but I am going to smoke out just a little bit underneath the eye with this French gray, just sort of like the outer third, just to connect everything. I'm just going to come in and I'm just running a little bit of shadow down here. Not a lot. I've been kind of enjoying keeping the lower lash line a bit cleaner and then really focusing on the upper lash line, trying to open up the eyes a bit. Now, oftentimes I will just leave the eyes like this and put on mascara for the everyday eye look. Leaving this Smoke and Mirrors as my liner, but I thought we might glam it up a bit and use the Nocturna as well as the Supernova top coat. So I'm going to go in with this black shade over here, and we're going to emphasize just really near the lash line, and I'm going to just sort of push that black near the lash line to really kind of emphasize that eye. Then for the top coat, I'm actually going to wet down my brush and I'm going to apply it and I'm going to apply it a little bit wet. So I have just spritzed down my brush. This is more of a flat brush. This is actually the Chantecaille Shade and Sweep. And then I'm dipping it into the top coat. And then I'm going to kind of focus a little bit right at the iris and the inner corner here. Wow, this one just elevates, and this is definitely can be like a holiday glam look here. It is so pretty. That is just so gorgeous. So what I'm gonna go do is clean up my brows, put on some mascara, and then we can see if we need to add any other shadow to this look. Okay, we have eyeballs on, and I just love that palette, right up my alley. And I love the fact that you can create something a little bit glam. You can do something very simple, everyday look, but it is just so versatile, just like you would expect from Lisa Eldridge. She knows a thing or two. And then I thought I would go ahead and use one of her lip liners. This one is in Petal. And then I am going to pop on a little milky nude color, kind of keep my lip a little softer today. And I love her lip liners. They are so good. And this one's in kind of a soft pink tone. And I'll just add a little there, then use my finger and I'm going to kind of soften that all over the lips just a little bit. Again, I'm a little swollen still, so not going to mess around with the lips too much. And I pulled out my Givenchy. This is the lip balm in milky nude, and I just have been loving this color so much for just a nice soft lip. I feel like I need a little bit more blush, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my Valentino. This one is in number 1. I'm forgetting the name. I think it's Born in Roma or something along that lines. I will leave it down below in the description box, but I'm just going to pop on a little bit of extra color on the cheeks. Okay, livened up my complexion with a little bit of blush. I love the eye palette. Went with a softer, more neutral lip. And yes, this sweater is in my summer color palette. So the colors that were really good for me were like a slew of blues. And within my wow colors, the blues were off the charts, like pretty much the whole blue zone, like French blue, kind of those blue grays, were all really great colors for me. So it was really fascinating to kind of see the drapes and how your skin and eye and complexion reacts. When we were starting out the process and they put on the sort of warm ivory and this brown tone, it really did. I could see how my complexion looked a little bit splotchy. It just was really not flattering. And then when they put on the cool colors, sort of the soft white and the French navy blue color, your skin looked more airbrushed and alive, like your eyes really popped out. So the only bummers for me is that black is not one of my colors, but as many of you know, I love black. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but I can shift over to those really deep charcoal and navy blues. And then I should be wearing silver jewelry, not gold. And it is so funny because probably in the last year or so I have bought more gold jewelry, so that was one other little bummer. But ultimately I feel like this is going to save me money in the long run, and I had a lot of fun purging my closet this past weekend. And I do have a few Jenny Kane sweaters that are not in my color wheelhouse. That was another one that was like, oof, a little hurtful. But I'm gonna do a whole other video on my color analysis, and I had the most wonderful woman. Her name was Sarah Roderick with House of Colors, and she is just amazing. And she took me into her closet and sort of showed me how she curated her own closet, and it was really refreshing because it wasn't like she had a ton of stuff. Quite the opposite. It was just really well put together, and it was just very inspiring because she was really chic. The other thing for my hair is that I should be going a little bit more ashy and platinum highlights. So that was also kind of fun to learn about the summer hair shades. So clearly I had a fun experience doing that. And then a present just came in that I have to share. One of my good friends just sent this beauty. This is from Louis Vuitton. And it's so funny because my daughter and I smelled these delicious perfumes this summer when we were in Paris. And the one that she sent me was one of the ones that we absolutely loved. And this is Stellar Times. Look at how gorgeous this is. It's like a little piece of art. It is so gorgeous. But the best part is this perfume smells so good. So this is white amber, orange blossom, and Peru balm. So it is this beautiful amber floral with this kind of touch of woodiness in here. It is so good, and this is the one that my daughter and I both loved when we were sort of smelling these creations. This is a special line from Louis Vuitton, and I forget which department store we saw it at, but it was exclusive to only a few places in Paris. Of course, I've already doused myself in this beauty, but I just wanted to say thank you to Mary because this is just such a gorgeous gift. You are so generous and so sweet, and your gift is on the way as well. So I'm not going to share it right now because she might be watching this video, but I have a feeling she's going to like what I got for her as well. So now that I've gotten through some celebrations, we've been going to a lot of holiday celebrations this past week and weekend. Such a busy, fun time, and it's so great to be able to like connect with people that I think it's extra special this year. So now things are winding down just a bit. Got through the first part of my root canal, so I will be back on my game with some videos. So I hope all of you are doing well, enjoying the holiday season, and I will be back with another video soon.